Michael Rooker is one of those actors that you've been able to see both on television and in movies, and in each scene that you see him in, he really does seem to capture the role. Many have gotten to know him, though, over the past few years as the man you love to hate, Merle, from the hit show The Walking Dead. Michael is making his first appearance on the program to talk to us about his journey in acting, what the experience was like for him on The Walking Dead, but also give a little bit of advice for anyone out there pursuing their dreams. Michael, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Well, look, I appreciate you being able to take out the time to be with us, Michael. I know right now you are crazy busy with a lot going on, so just to be able to talk to you here is an honor. You know, let's start with The Walking Dead, if you don't mind, because I think that show, and I have to really credit my brother, Michael, for introducing me to it a couple of years ago, and my brother Alvin, and he was like, Cyrus, you got to watch this show, and it really does bring you in, I think, from the very beginning. What has it been like for you to kind of be a part of this experience that really, I feel like, has been driven a lot by social media and your fans?
Well, you know what? I am and always have been a fan of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was there very early in the beginning, season 1, and I got into the show sort of a la carte. I was going to do 1 or 2 episodes, perhaps, and then just basically move on.
Right.
It ended up, well, of course, it ended up more. You know, I did
Right.
1 or 2 episodes, and they liked what I was doing. They wrote me a big, giant 4.5-minute monologue on a rooftop by myself. Didn't have to deal with any other actors except for myself and a pair of handcuffs, you know, and some zombies coming through the wall. And the rest is history, you know. It's amazing. I mean, the whole journey from that moment of, oh, yeah, I'll do that. You know, it's going to be just maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and then I'm going to be, you know, going on and moving on. And it didn't turn out that way. And I've been very, very fortunate and blessed because of it. I mean, look at what's happened.
Exactly. Michael, this has really been a pleasure speaking with you. I appreciate you taking out the time. My last question I had for you was for anybody with a dream. You have been able to find your passion and to go for it. What advice would you give to anybody about the importance of being true to their dream as well?
You know, you just can't give it up. You know, I mean, you got to always find a job to make money, and hopefully you will, because you'll probably need to. But you know what? I've always been a very stubborn cat, and even when I was a little kid, I was just a stubborn little kid, and boy, oh boy, that's paid off, you know, in aces. So, that's basically it, man. You just, you know, if you really, this is really what you really find joy in, and this is what something that's worth giving up a lot of other things for. Then,
exactly.
You know, go for it, because you will. And you know, I mean, even the simplest things, like when you actually do get a job.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna give up playtime. You can't go out with the guys anymore. You can't go out with the girls anymore. You got to stay home. You got to learn your lines.
Right.
You know, you got to do your homework.
Exactly.
And that's, and I work my butt off. You know, you just got to. I know, you know, my lines, I know them backwards and forwards. I know them so well that I've gone over them so much that I can say them backwards and forwards, and I know, and I don't even try to memorize lines. I mean, I'm more concerned with what's going on underneath there and
right.
in between those lines, and you know, the history, you know, all that kind of stuff, and the lines sort of just come. People always ask, well, how do you remember all those lines? And I said, dude, I don't even try to remember these things. This is like that's like the surface level of what I deal with, you know?
Right.
So, gosh, just stick to it, dude. Anybody out there, man, you just got to find, you know, I've landed so many gigs from my very first movie, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Little kind of $120,000 movie we made for nothing in my old neighborhood in Chicago, and people pull out it's about a 90-second scene in that movie all the time.
Wow.
And they show people. And that 90 seconds of footage has gotten me at least a half dozen to a dozen film projects that I did.
Wow, amazing.
It got me started. It got me the movie 8 Men Out with John Sayles, and which ended up getting me my New York agent, which ended up getting me my California agent, which ended up getting me Mississippi Burning, Sea of Love, Days of Thunder. All these movies just sort of started coming my way because I basically had 90 seconds of prime real estate to show people.
Amazing. You know what?
Get it.
That in itself, what you just said there, says so much. That 90 seconds, that counted. And I think I think that's the thing. Just whatever time you have, make it count, because you never know what it's going to lead to. That is priceless there.